of my son, when he walks through one of those doors, and he comes in with hands lifted up and praising God, what God has done for his brother, or his sister, or his grandma, or his grandpa, or his cousin up 10 years ago, what God's done for him. But if I don't do it, he ain't going to do it. You might have heard that new country song. This little boy was watching his daddy. He got him a big old dip of snuff and put it in his mouth. And he told him, he said, Daddy, I want to be like you. He said, ain't that cool? His daddy went to the barn. This is in a country song now. I can't remember who does it. Somebody make me name the person who does it. I'm going to tell you what he done. He got on his knees before an almighty God. Now this is a song, and his little boy, guess what that little boy called Daddy doing? He called him praise. That night, old dad walked up into his room to check on his son, and looked at the end of his bed, and guess who was on his knees with hands crossed, and he was praying like he'd never heard prayer before. And he told him, he said, son, where'd you learn that at? Daddy, I want to be like you. What better father to be like than the father that sent his son Jesus 2012 years ago and hung on the cross and come out of risen Lord, the same form, the lost in the fire, the Shadrach, the Meshach, and the Abednego. And we'll show you something. 26. Then Nebuchadnezzar came near the mouth of the burning fiery furnace and spake and said, you talking about somebody's heart turned around, listen right here. And said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Pay attention right here, this is important. Ye servants of the Most High God. Nobody can go to him and I pull up here and you bow down to who? The Most High God. That's important. Praise God, I love this. Come forth and come hither. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth of the midst of the fire. And the princes and governors, and captains and kings, counselors, being gathered together, saw these men, upon whose bodies the fire had no power, nor the hair of their heads singed, neither were coats changed, nor smell of fire had passed on them. Then Nebuchadnezzar spake and said, Blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who has sent his angel, listen to that now, and deliver his servants that trusted in him. Listen to that, trusted in him. That's a big word. The main problem. I'm not picking on nobody tonight, but so boy right here. I've always had. When I'm confronted by somebody I don't know, my God, you're going to help me. As long as I don't trust nobody. I never trusted nobody. I've been a loner for years. I always have been. Never went in amongst a crowd of people. I've done my own thing. That way I didn't have to worry about making nobody mad. I didn't have to worry about rejection. I ain't done nobody ain't got to worry about being rejected. That's the way it was. I had a problem with trusting people. Anybody, you didn't have to do nothing to me. I just didn't trust you. This is what me and God had to work on. Trusted in him, and it changed the king's word. Now, that king couldn't change no curry. But praise God, when Jesus Christ got done, when God's angel showed up in the midst of the fire, guess what got changed? And yielded their bodies, that they may not serve nor worship any God except their own God. Therefore I make a decree that every people, nation, and language which speaks anything amiss against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego be cut in pieces, and their houses shall be made in the dunghills, because there is no other God that can deliver after this sort. You want to know why we got many thousands all over this country? Because we got Christians sitting on the couch afraid to tell them what somebody in power can do to them. That they can take them out real quick. says, well, if you don't hear, I don't think word for word, so this is my own lingo here. And if you don't do what it says, it'll turn you to a reprobate mind. And you ain't got a choice, you're going to split that wide open. Am I right? He will turn you into a reprobate mind if you don't heed his word. I believe that, brother. Am I right or am I wrong? Like I said, it may not say word for word. I'm not a PhD in this book up here. I ain't even made a scratch on it. Outside of the outside cover, but I've had it in Fitchburg County Jail Cell before you can think of preaching it out of it. We've got to get to an altar. Us. We got to get the old back in us. We got to get that old path. But where we got the old people standing in the altar shouting Bobby Pins out of their hair. They don't want to worry about that. Now they got hairspray. Well, they shout till the hairspray comes out of their hair. Well, I put it. We got to get this back in our churches and get healed and get on the whole armor of God, as it says in Ephesians, so when we walk out that door, we can look at these drug addicts and rebuke the devil out of them, bring them in here and put them under the same percentage that they was out in the world, put them under the same percentage under the blood of Jesus Christ, and watch what a move they'll make. People say we can't turn our nation around. That is the biggest bunch of spit I've ever seen in my life. God said I can do anything through Jesus Christ. He wants to see us blessed. It blesses God to see us blessed. Look in the book of John. If you abide in me and my words abide in you, you shall ask what you will, and it shall be done unto you. Herein is my Father glorified. If you don't want to glorify God, you don't want to be blessed. Here's what I love to do. I told God this year, in 2012, from now till the time He pulls me across Jordan, I've asked Him to let that living water come out of me. I don't want to see bad things happen to people. You know, the Bible says He'll widen herself. I want to see her shrink. I want to see it choke up around Satan's neck so tight that he can't get out, he can't get a breath on this earth. But where we've got an almighty God that's still sitting down in our churches, that we ain't got Christians that done got him out before they get through the doors because they looked at somebody and said, oh, look at that thing. That's another message. I'll leave that alone. But we got to get up. Me. This has hit me harder this week than it could ever hit me. And I'm a big fault at this. I minister to people when it's convenient in my mind. Instead of getting up, putting on my walking shoes, maybe walking to McDonald's, or walking up to Summerlin if I get a little exercise. It's no telling who I could minister to. We'll put on warm clothes and go to Walmart. It's okay to go to Walmart. Don't go to Walmart all the time. Go to Walmart to minister sometime. our children's children, any other human being we come in contact with, we've got to get the fountain in their minds, in their hearts, in their spirit. Get that conviction. Ask God, Lord, convict that heart. Get them under that fountain that still flows off a hill today. That still saves, same as it did 2012 years ago. The same healing that was where the stripes were applied in the common judgment halls. The iniquities we was bruised for. He was bruised for us. We've got to get it out. Our water, our living water is getting stagnated. The Bible says out of thy belly shall flow rivers of living water. If you let water set up, what happens? It stagnates. It turns green. It's no good. You can't drink it. Unless you got catfish. Mudfish, the only thing hammer is stagnated water. But we're not catfish. Our family ain't catfish. They're sons and daughters of Jesus Christ. Our brothers and sisters of Jesus Christ. The friend of Jesus Christ. He called us friends. I close with this. I'm going to start. And it's sad that I have to say this, but I'm going to start. I'm going to start getting out, and I may walk to the new Tractor Supply to see if I can strike up a conversation with somebody and tell them about a man named Jesus. Anybody want to walk